copy and paste my intro for the original album, put it here. Let's get to it.
Freak bitch, tuck it in her tan line, no stripes, made her talk to me like I got gang ties. Straight right, catching this heater, feel like a landmine. 2025, your politics is a gang sign. Let's go, they bullshit.
Where my libertarian flag at?
Like
they ain't my set on y'all.
Take it off.
Just kidding. I'm not libertarian. I'm black. Guess what I am?
Two-faced and I'm Harvey that mixed with Michael Jackson. I can't even get jiggy with these niggas. I feel like Michael Black. I got 30 niggas.
I like that Harvey Dent, Batman, Two-Face reference.
Shit is Frankenstein. I'm out streaming every nigga I beef with. I be analyzing.
Y'all streaming Freddy?
Retro. They asked out. We bangers being like Turco. Beat the law. She shakes the ass on podium floors. Damn. You can just relax. Every other day I turn these beats.
I like this beat change where he kept the chord progression right here.
Black Kenny Rogers, cause I know when to fold them.
Like these drums right here.
Too late in the stage to be spitting cat.
I know when to fold them, like fold them and then punch them out, and then you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them song. I would have known who Kenny Rogers was if he didn't say that. Context clues.
I can't stand the way you crackers count me. Be on land, you never hit a Nazi. Frito shoulder, I'm marrying the chip. Real hairs, how that bunny hopping on the dick.
That hair double entendre for a hair like a rabbit to the bunny hop line is a good flip. And out the gate, he's really witty with these punches. That was one of the only critiques I had with this original album is he didn't have as many standout lines as he normally has on his projects.
No stripes, made her talk to me like I got gang ties. Straight right, catching this heater, feel like a landmine. 2025, your politics is a gang sign.
Let's bring the wig party back. Let me throw that up.
Go, go.
Somebody will get hurt when you play this at a show. This goes fire. The fact that Peggy be going at white people on every single album, but I be the only black person at his shows is crazy to me.
These niggas be older, not wiser, man. All of that rippity rapping be making me soft. All of them walk on the lalas, they standing on nothing. Them niggas that hoes can be bought. White bitches ain't vote for Kamala, they lie. So I lie when I'm trying to get in that box.
Bro, that song is sick. That would have been one of the best songs on the original album. The intro plus this song made me really appreciate this whole concept that he's doing as having this as the director's cut. Whereas his last deluxe, the Scaring the Hoes deluxe, the tracks on that album would have really fit in with that original album. Hence the name, the DLC pack. Whereas the guitars here, the beat changes, the aggression, all of that fits in perfect with the original album. This song is sick production-wise. I love all the different guitars. I especially like those grungy guitars on the last beat on here. The beat was super dynamic with the multiple beat changes on here. And then I rock with the rapping heavy from Peggy. The punching on the first half of the song was dope. And then he got into some really dope flows on that last beat. Really tough song. This is Jordan Rules.
You ain't gotta be white for this Kimber to give you a 10. Been on the bus, double the cost, damn.
Good Lord. Yo, somebody broke down, I can't remember who. You know, it might have been that dude from the Dissect podcast, but he broke down what makes you feel goosebumps when you listen to music. And it's that mix of when you hear something that's familiar with something that's unexpected. So you got this really creepy sample that sounds like they mixed a really terrible 90s horror movie with this thumping bass that should belong nowhere near that sample. And it just works.
You ain't gotta be white for this Kimber to give you a 10.
I didn't hear what he said. That's fire. You ain't gotta be white for this Kimber to give you a 10. Bro, what white person do we have to call to get Peggy a sponsorship with Kimber? They really dropping the ball. Glock really got a monopoly on the black community, and like Peggy can end that. I'm just kidding. Peggy don't have no reach with the black community. Who am I kidding? But give them that sponsorship. Shout out to me and the other two Black Peggy fans. Danny Brown and Denzel Curry. That chop. Oh my goodness. This beat is sick, but the chop with that bass line right there. Yeah, I find my PR, that bitch was a loser, but letting the money in hand. I did not
grow up with baby videos. My mama could not afford cams. Niggas be whiter than snow and they grow up. That's why they relate to their fans. Keep their hand in their face when they shoot this Tiananmen Square. Niggas taking they plan.
Bro, that line is hilarious, especially with me talking about I ain't got no black fans, but basically going to rappers saying they grew up in the suburbs just like they fans, which is kind of a diss on other rappers and kind of taking a jab at white people make up the majority of rap consumers, which I ain't really got a problem with, but hey, more white people who like it and more money to go around. I need my YouTube dollars. I love you white people.
I was wrong when I said Dylan Brooks. I'm a billionaire beer kind of man. Most girls, when you stay in my lane, I got Jordan rules to put you in the pen. I be fucking my bitch from the side. My side bitch on Joy the land.
The Dylan Brooks was a play off of I Screamed This in the Mirror. I can't remember the full name of that song, but the opening line saying if I was a basketball player, I'd be Jordan Brooks, but worse. He said he'd be Bill Laimbeer. Them niggas in the 90s was not playing defense, bro. That stuff Bill Laimbeer was playing was not defense. But anyway, I like how all those lines played into each other, and then it played into the song titled Jordan Rules. Yeah.
We ain't at your head. You want to pretend you a fed. I eat a healthcare. Do some cardio. Touch a bus. My brother was Mario. Listen, pistols will manage to bad. Time like Joker. I'm ready to laugh. The Kimber Freak, bang, keep the drum in her butt. I know you niggas be jocking, the bitches be barking. I'm ready to muzzle.
Nigga, that's fire. That is fire. That's fire. The Kimber Freak band geeks, like the band females had like the stereotype of being freaks, but then the flip to have the drum in her butt, like the 100-round drum or 50-round drum, whatever, in her butt, the butt of the gun.
Look, I ain't gonna front, got that shit in my
Oh
Pelican.
my
I break it down when I'm checking my ticket. Asking my bros
Another
some
beat
niggas,
change
I'm
is
better than
OD.
industry niggas, all estrogen bitches. White people copying culture, I wanna be Trumpsters, y'all wanna be niggas. And how come your bitches be hitting me up in the side cause she want her a nigger? How come they get so defensive when you call them?
Read nigger is crazy wordplay. Renege me going back. Oh my goodness. Renege me going back on something. You saying renege her, but also saying she want a nigger? That's crazy. That is
How much you
crazy.
hate that nigga? I
A
hate
black
so
dude.
I hope they die. How much
Hold on. Explain that nigger means black. It's crazy. If YouTube age restrict or take this video down, I kind of understand it. I did it to myself.
I got these niggas doing cardio, El Generico, mask up and body hold. Don't flinch, don't move, don't breathe. He dying for Carl Press's funeral tea.
Soma addictions grow more severe.
Good Lord, this dude is empty in the club. They give me shades of like veteran era Peggy with how chaotic that beat was. Love how it opened up with that spooky sample, dope drums. And then of course he threw in the guitars like he's done on multiple points, both on this deluxe and on the original. And then he mellows it out at the very end with a smoother melody, and it had a really dope bass line on it. Love the rapping again, bro. He is punching, dog. That's another aspect that I think is reminiscent of vintage Peggy. Like, dude is one of the better punchers in the game, and it really gets overlooked with just how great he is on the production side of things. It don't hurt that you got smooth flows as well. If I'm comparing these songs to songs that are on the original, these would be two of my favorite. Let's get into cult status. This is fire. If you ain't heard the album, this beat was on the original, but he didn't rap over it. This high-pitched radar sound is crazy. Glitched out drums. Sending it to the stars, funny you an asterisk is crazy because an asterisk is also like a symbol for a star. That's tough.
Heads in this new bag, tell me who bad. Before we get wavy, let's start off with something for do-rag. Seen a barbershop in years with Q back. And if I gotta push to the edge, you getting lined up with a new tag. They send shots and that's a surprise when they get great.
That's fire. That's fire. The do-rag to the wavy line to the barbershop Ice Cube line. And then the payoff punch was the, if I push it to the edge, you get in line up, which is another barbershop flip, but you pushing your line up to the back during the lineup, which is a double entendre for push him to the edge, you're gonna shoot you. That's tough, dog.
Unless you was good enough to shit talk you any yay. Russian proving y'all wrong, nothing above it. Looked at my family tree and saw sleep was my favorite cousin. Our rewards, they don't come from awards. Niggas is bored.
That's a good flip on one of the most overused lines in hip hop. The sleep is a cousin of death. And basically he's saying he is deaf, sleep is his favorite cousin.
My percentage over the number like Curdy keyboards. How the fuck is niggas talking about my fits ain't
That's
clean? Pray
tough.
to the almighty Sosa and the DJ screen. My look is critical. I flip a sample like Bobby Digital. Money over bitches, cause
Oh,
bitches ain't
that
coming
is.
in. They said Pitchfork fell off the yuppies, been going through it. Gossiping like some bitches and playing catch up in music. Rapping like backpackers, don't sell no more. It's confusing.
Using that glitched out sign as a bass line is demented. Yo, somebody do a wellness check on this dude. He ain't right in the head.
She called
Bro,
me
it's
jerky
not
in
regular.
the Jamaican spot, can't wait to pop. Park a big body up in your vacant lot. Best production, you don't say
I
me.
like
I
that
tell her
last
haters
flow
stop.
right
But when you El Presidente, niggas debate a lot. We on the road, we all the time, we out of line with it. I keep the switch up on the pistol for the crime business. Potato on the barrel, making me dash with it. Brought in the Dana Rockefeller, but I dash with it.
I like
Pray
that
to
potato on
mafia.
the barrel silence to make him eat the hash with it. Bro, this dude gotta chill. Yo, one of the cheat codes for Peggy is when he takes these off-the-wall, nonsensical samples and pairs them with really accessible head nodding, thumping bass lines and drums. And I call the drums accessible, but the way that he got to them was really, really creative because he was using essentially distortion, which he kind of gives it away with the intro and then with that beat change where it just turned to pure distortion as the bass line. And then dude rapping like, man, I say Ren's dude, but dude rapping like that turkey bill for a new hairline bill is due. Good Lord, that barbershop, wavy do-rag flip, line you up. If I get pushed, flip was crazy. That asterisk next to the star line was crazy. Little RZA shout out in there. Flows are dope. Man, I'm liking these songs more than the original. And I love the original album. So that's saying a lot. They keep it going with Coke or Dope. Both of them. I say that like I partake in drugs. Well, that poor Dare program line, bro, niggas just be laying him down, man.
Hey. La.
That's what I'm saying, man. Listen to this bass line, listen to this drum pattern paired with. Bro, what is even going on with this melody, dog? I'm trying to explain it. What is this? It's just noise. The rattle on that bass line is so tough.
I don't take breaks unless I'm fucking up that main one. You Ricky Lake, talk about it, but you ain't one. Got a case beating my neighbor on his own lawn. He a bitch.
Bro, these are a lot of creative flows. He didn't flex his pen like this on the original, in my opinion. You're not supposed to code like this on the deluxe, dog. Goodness. I like that
where my
sample.
range is. These be absolutely dangerous. It shows us no attendance.
Bro, he
You're
is
not even
floating
worth
on
a
this
mention
beat.
to anybody worth a mention. There's levels.
Come on, dog. Bro, I know he F some Guitar Hero up.
Switch my Twitter pick and set.
Bro, these songs are just so unpredictable. To go to the rock part and then to go back to this.
Facelift.
And then it's really hard to do a beat change when you change the BPM of a song or the BPM of a beat. And he just does it like it's nothing.
With a scope on it, I can like a Martian on a spaceship. Ball head, Martian.
I like that scope line.
Is you coked up and doped up? Oh, bigger than who, baby, the 5'9" GOAT. Sick as the flu, blows a whole new dose. I'm fucking your bitch,
This
I gave a whole
another
new
fire
goal.
flow.
Like in the further, tell him his parents ain't.
Gave her whole new goals is crazy. Like gave her entirely new goals and then gave her orifices. I don't even know what that means, but orifices, does that mean what I think it means? Mouth, vagina, and butt. There we go. New goals.
I'm so terminally unlike, goddamn, I gotta check myself. I'm so terminally unlike, goddamn, I don't respect myself.
God dang, I'm telling you, bro, this is standalone album quality. This ain't no regular deluxe, dog. I almost feel bad for calling it deluxe because he ain't even called it deluxe, but fam, that song is so fire. And more thumping, head nodding bass with the little distortion effect on it. The melody was tripped out, and then, dog, the pockets that he was getting to on this song are so cold. And then, no matter how many times he does it over the course of both the original and this, the sudden shift to the guitars always catch me off guard, and it's dope. The only slight nitpicky critique I have of this song is I didn't know a word he was saying when it switched to the rock part of it. As you know, I ain't hear it, but hey, I felt it. This is Boy You Should Know. You gotta do a word search. Sight, just kidding. This is I Lay Down My Life For You, a title track on the director's cut, deluxe, whatever you want to call it. It's nuts.
How do I make this bitch my main and not just on the side? I tell a basic bitch you plain, girl, I want animal fries. Tell a Christian girl you can't just pray, want you to try. I told a stripper I can't log off, bitch, I love to hate. I told this one girl all of my secrets, that was a big mistake. This one girl had caught me cheating, I ain't know what to say. And these bitches see right through me, still wanna swing my way.
Future sample on the original and you still didn't know what to say?
I saw my ex got married today, had to congratulate. I know this one bitch out in Cali, she's still mad at me. Fuck that bitch. I had your girl in Berlin fucking on me like every day. That's true. I know this light-skinned girl fuck with this one nigga that I hate. Fell in love.
This is Jpegmafia's Girls, Girls, Girls.
He wants to stop that shit.
Hoes, 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 if you will.
Not at all. And when I say I love you, no, it's not no lie.
I feel like Buzzy Lee's voice is too heavenly to be associated with Jpegmafia. He gonna defile her.
I wanna set my body on a shelf. Just wanna leave it rising on your
Bro, the harmonization with Buzzy Lee and Jpegmafia right here is dope. Peggy sound good too. So I ain't gonna hold you, the more off the wall, eclectic, chaotic songs are more my speed. But dog, when he get in this bag, this more harmonic, smoother, more accessible bag, he does it really, really well. And it makes sense for the content of this song. I said the best part of the song though gotta be the Buzzy Lee vocals. Dog, she sounds great. And then the harmonization of both of them singing together is fire. I rock with that. Now, it is my least favorite on these newer tracks, but I rock with it. And it, if I'm not mistaken, it fits in with this middle part of the album where the album starts to slow down a little bit to get more vulnerable. I rock with it. Now, this is Boy You Should Know.
Be real careful, you playing with fire.
This nigga sample Body Party.
Don't get burned,
This is
bitch.
a fire sample full of good lord.
Like this bitch on fire. I can't remember the shit that I did, so I didn't do shit. Back in this bitch with the Jpegmafia.
Bro, we 20 seconds in, and whatever he paid for this sample, dude got his money's worth. He started with just playing it, then he looped it with these keys under it, smooth keys under it, and now he's chopping it up like a house beat. Bro got to chill.
Hey, that shit isn't hitting. The way that you string, you better keep swimming. Oxycontin, Perkins,
I like that
Benzo,
string
Sensitone,
swim
Coke, and
flip.
DMT, Molly, acid, Fenty, K2, nicotine, methane, GHBs, codeine, heroin, oxycodone, nitrous, oxen, PCP. I put all these things in me. I feel like I'm AIME.
Them lines right there, this is Peggy's version of DMX's second verse and what they really want. Where DMX just started naming all the women and Bro just named every drug that exists.
These choppers raise you out your chair like you must got the wrong seat in. These niggas been growing up guns and roses. They ain't grow up with season. Them MLK fans cool my face. Now I dress like I've been preaching. Bitch, throw your hands up. How we gonna feed these streets? How we gonna make these beats? Where we gonna sleep? Where we gonna eat? Stuck in the past, but right now, how we gonna leave?
This little punk rock inspired riff. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Whenever I start talking about something rock related, I just be guessing. The crux of my knowledge about rock comes from Tony Hawk video games. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. I think it's a punk rock riff, but whatever it is, it's dope. Did not think we'd be talking about Sierra and punk rock in the same song. Oh, earlier in the song, I said they had this sample playing with some keys in the background. I'm tripping. It was guitars in the background.
1, 2. 1, 2. Winter is coming, I aim at your dome and the storm is a blizzard raining in your shit. All kind of bodies of kimbering shit. Better act like you're remembering shit.
Yo, this flow is sick. This beat change ain't make no sense. What is happening? Nigga is spazzing. Good lord.
Boom, nigga, me into this bitch. Y'all niggas living that gimmicky shit. Talking that Titan, that Kennedy shit. Top peel back that Kennedy shit.
Bro, the nigga chill out, bro. Go see a therapist, bro. See a therapist. This is not therapy. I don't know what you're trying to tell us with this production style, but seek help, bro. Something ain't right. Seek help.
Pay a grip, I used to pay they long. Why they complain? We made a grip, they had a grip out the wall. That's entertaining. Feel like a six up in the rate up they bonus. It made you famous. I tell the truth, most them bitch made and performative. So what they doing? Pretending they care about shit, never leaving they promise. So what's gonna happen? It's like the clap, just wait 1 week and it's over with. Shit, ain't been the same since 2020 with COVID.
It's like the clap, wait 1 week and it's over with as far as folks support with Trump. And really folks caring about Trump. But he's talking about getting chlamydia.
Living true.
Bro, the fact that that song started out with a Sierra sample and ended how it ended is absurd, preposterous. I'm still loving the rapping on this album, but man, the production on this song, for one, the Sierra flip was crazy, and he used it really in 2, kind of 3 different ways. All over the course is what? That sample only went on for like a minute? Then you had that transition to the rock part of the song, which was dope. Then you had that grungy, dirty, bass heavy part like halfway through the song, which was dope because one, he did have these background sounds that kind of acted as the melody, but really the crux of the melody was the bass line itself, which I think is dope. And then you had the smooth angelic beat to end it. Straight up masterpiece when it comes to production. The rapping was fire too. This is Allah.
And you know that I pray every day. Lord, I feel so exhausted. Put my hands in my face. Pray I'm safe. Pray I grow and accomplish. Parasocial and great. Lord, I pray that these widows don't start shit. On my knees when I pray. Otherwise, it don't count on my conscience. Put my hands to the sky. I can see you, but you still my accomplice. You step.
This whole beat is crazy, but I really like that cymbal hitting in the background.
How can I pray for you when you pray that I lay in a coffin? Pray. They've been praying for views. I pray that my seed is accomplished. I'm on my knees for a God that I can't even see. 3 a.m. in the shop.
That line right there was a callback to multiple lines where he said something really, really similar in the original.
They got secrets to hide. They just praying and nobody sees. She on her knees for a man and she ain't even seen.
Hey, another tough song right there. Hey, bro, really pump fake being vulnerable right there. Like, the song had the window dressing of a vulnerable song, but it's on a part of the album where he really starts getting vulnerable. And everywhere in the original, when he started talking about praying to a guy he can't see, it was as he was getting more and more vulnerable. But this was a lot of brolic, violent talk by way of talking to God. It's like you stand to a person right here and you turn to this person right here and say, hey, tell him he pussy. That's basically what the song felt like. But I thought he rapped dope. I really like that twangy guitar that pretty much dominated the song. And then I like when he brought that sample in. I feel like I've heard that sample before. It's one of them young nigga rappers. Like it might be a Casey or something like that. But I thought it was dope how he incorporated that sample. Another fire song, man. This deluxe. I mean, I guess it's all part of the album, but these songs are borderline better than the original, in my opinion. I guess I'm just a fan of the rapping a little bit more on here, and his production is equally as good. This is what in the hip hop hell is this? That's exactly what I've been asking.
Lately, every word that come out my mouth get fired straight from the hip. I've been living
But it's another fire flow. I like his vocal sample right here.
I've been trying not to go outside. I hiss. What the hip hop hell is this? Oh, you mad? You not on some list, bitch? Malcolm ain't die for this shit.
He didn't.
Shake it, shake it, shake that shit.
Another vocal sample.
Try to swing at you, ain't make that shit. Every shot that you take is a brick. Every brick that you lay is a miss. Niggas wearing your
This is another sample I heard before. Sound like an R&B sample.
yeah. Lately, I've been trying not to go outside. I'm still not doing shit. Laying the smack down on jabronis, cause they not following the script. When it comes to getting this money,
I like that SmackDown, Jabroni, WWE flip right there. Not sticking to a script. I like that flip.
aiming for that white like I'm Twigs. Told this white girl that I'm scared. Niggas that grew up around crackers, they whole life turn 20 and go hotep and shit. It's a trip.
Boy, that what college is, dog. They go to one Black Student Alliance meeting and boom.
Marcus ain't die for this shit. Rose ain't sissy, bitch. Lately, I've been letting these rappers talk. These niggas sound like some skits. In the suburbs, watching 10-9 Jake and lying about who they is. Let's just get.
Bro, anytime you switch up the drums on a song, I think that's even more difficult and more impressive than changing up the whole beat. Drums just so crucial in giving the song a particular feel, so it really takes craftiness to pull that off.
Man, Thomas ain't die for this shit. Man, Huey ain't die for this shit. Man, Nanny ain't die for this shit. John Brown ain't die for this shit. Like Shit Jordan, the truth in this bitch.
Hey, bro ain't missed yet, dog. I love that beat too. It's really a tame beat compared to a lot of the beats on here, but it's still dope. Now, while it is tame, it is a really dynamic beat. Like, they switched the whole drums. They had modulations through it. They used pretty much 2 distinct vocal samples on it. Then beyond that, I love the drums on that first part of the beat, the heavy fat bass, and then I like that compressed snare sound a lot. Rapping was still tough, and I think this is the best chorus out of all the songs on the deluxe so far. Another tough song, man. This is Come and Get Me. Bro, these majestic strings have no business going with these trap drums. Bro, this dude is crazy. At some point, he gonna hit a Kanye heel turn. Y'all gonna be like, what happened? He's showing you the signs. This dude ain't right up here. He not gonna have a Kanye heel turn. That's kind of crazy. And then I like how the drums hit kind of off kilter.
Walking that booth, I'm on your head. Bitch, you dead. Pay for my drag. What's it gonna be? One joke told till
Bro, I'm about to wake my kids up and start mosh pitting with them.
Don't get back, just gotta get back to shaking that ass. Niggas and beats, they can't make it, they call it geometry dash. You all the shit that y'all making is simple and simply trash. I get to whipping that white bitch like she ain't got no dad. I used to rob white boys in school to pay for gas.
Bro, that line is so out of pocket. I get to whipping that white girl like she ain't got no dad. That line is so out of pocket. I don't even want to explain it, boy. Whipping the white girl, whipping the coat like, like she ain't got no dad, because girls with no father figures are more prone to getting abused. That line is so out of pocket. That is a bar, though. Unfortunately, that is a bar.
They got the time and the place and they're making the rounds in the gap. They thinking nobody spit on these crackers. This shit made me right. Why was he copying, slanging, and thinking
This guitar here is fire, too.
This shit made me slay. All of that shit that you copying, I think that shit make you fake. Started this year on my shit, turn the tweet to residual pay, bitch. And I'm too legit, something sweet, and I must confess, I love Hollywood and fake tales. Hollywood's call me crazy.
Hey, the more I hear this, the more Peggy could have just gave us all 28 songs together. Goodness, dog. This song is tough. The strings didn't have no business pairing so fire with the drums. And bro is spitting, dog. That with the white girl line is so crazy, dog. And then I like the vocals at the end, man. This project, now I'm just saying the entire 28 songs together is so special, dog. I might be jumping out the gym with this one, but probably not. But this is the... hold on. I'm going to wait to the end. I'm going to hear the rest of the songs first. We're going to get back to that. This is Bloodline Freestyle.
Not gonna lie, woke up and I'm feeling like Roman, y'all better acknowledge it. Not gonna lie, flow so old, but a nigga so cold that he fucked down and polished it. Duty. Label better recoup that fast. If
I like the flow. This sounds old, though. When I say old, not outdated or nothing, it just sounds like a different era of his production. His production, depending on what album, it just sounds distinct.
Now my bitch, she disciple. Get drunk and start tweeting and cop a new rifle attached. Kel-Tec 5.7 beat you with the big rounds on the beat like Jim in the mask.
I like that
Somebody
flow.
stop me. Never mind, just watch me. Not gonna lie, woke up and I'm feeling like Roman, y'all better acknowledge it. Not gonna lie, flow so old, but a nigga so cold that I fucked around and polished it. Not gonna lie, when I turn on these sessions, I feel like I stepped in my bag.
All right, this is the only song on the deluxe where it felt like a deluxe song. Like, it felt like a song that didn't make it onto the album. It ain't terrible. Matter of fact, it ain't even bad. It's a pretty good song. It's just the rest of the songs that have been on this deluxe have been amazing. for the most part. But I think the beat is good. It's just not as unpredictable, dynamic as a lot of those other beats. I will say the guitar sequences end well with the rest of the songs. And then the rapping is dope, but it doesn't have the aggression that most of the songs have. At least the aggressive songs do. And it doesn't have the level of vulnerability that the vulnerable songs on here, and when I say on here, I mean both the original and the deluxe do. So it kind of stands out in that way, not particularly in a good way, but the song is still pretty good. This is Hate.
Don't put me in your top of that's hate. You don't like me because
It sound like Bloodline Freestyle.
I fuck with that hoe, she remind me of Satan. Push out smoking and came in that bay. I feel so low, I can't communicate. I sent that low and I came with that gate. You sent that low and I came with a she call, I'm Sri Lanka with a bad bitch and she thinks she Bianca. Flip that bitch like she a double entendre. She gave me a head so I took out that
That double entendre line is good. Yeah, no idea why Freaky be rapping in cursive, like not even just regular cursive. Bro be rapping in the font that doctors write prescriptions in. I mean, he had that one good line to flip like a double entendre. Other than that, it's fine for Freaky. It don't stack up to the rest of the songs on this album. The beat is tough though, but this song is well sounded like it was from a different era, specifically the Black Ben Carson era of Peggy. Let's go ahead and close this thing out with the take and instrumental.
I'm sick of niggas lying, I'm sick of bitches hawk.
The Biggie sample is tough. This is nuts. I'm not going to hold you. This is the best deluxe I've ever heard. Point blank, period. What this man did is what I want every single deluxe to sound like. Like, just take away how good each individual song on here was. The whole concept of having a director's cut, it's a concept that I've joked about. Like, when rappers be dropping some mid, I'd be like, hey, they need to have a director's cut and just take that song out, which I guess kind of reverse director's cut. But to add in, hey, this is what the album sound like before I trimmed it down, and then to sort it in a way where it fits in with those original songs as opposed to just having the X amount of songs at the end of the album, I think it's so dope. And he did also have those songs at the end of the album that don't really relate to the album in the Diss 2 part. But dog, so creative, and it just adds on to the creativity that he had in his last deluxe, the Scare the Host deluxe, with that whole DLC concept. But dog, the individual songs, damn. If you just take the deluxe songs on Diss 1 and you can add What in the Hip Hop Hell Is This and Come and Get Me to it, man, if you took those songs and made an album, it would be an album of the year contender. I think those songs were as good as, if not better than, the original album. Now, of course, it doesn't have the lyrical depth. It doesn't have the sequencing. I mean, in part because I did listen to it in sequence as the original, but the production was so fire. It still maintained that theme of the rock and the guitar sections of the songs, and then you had super dynamic beats. I love when he mixed those off-the-wall samples with the thumping, in-your-face bass lines, but then the rapping, I think that's the one area where the deluxe songs were probably a notch better than the original songs. Like, bro was punching. You really got to see his skill set as one of the better punchers in the game, mixed with his humor, his charisma. You had good choruses on there, and yeah, ain't much more to say. Had it not anything, it would just be those last 2 tracks, the Hate and the Bloodline Freestyles, which I'm really not even that mad at those. Yeah, overall, I'm feeling 8.5, 8.75 out of 10, which is kind of nuts for a deluxe.